During the job process, the particular process stage of a job has reached can be tracked. The various process stages you have in your printery can be entered in on the PrintQuote Pro Setup dialog on the Production Items tab. We have a number of default items, which are pretty typical. To add a new item, we just click Add Item. The order number will be displayed, the next order number. Type in the order number you want. And we can set the order so that each item has a separate order number. And then we can move that item up to where the order we would require. In this case, we want this as the third item. After the design, we want to check the artwork prior to going to the film. To modify an item, we first select it and click on Modify. Click OK to save the changes. We can also make a selection of items by clicking on clicking on them and then clicking the Use button, and then they become the current selection. To make all items the current selection in the order they are set, click the All button. If you wish to change the order, you can select an item and move it up or down. To delete an item, first select it and then click the Delete button, and you'll be asked to confirm the deletion. And the order is reset automatically after you delete a record. Copy production item processes to shop order status items. Copies these processes to the shop management system so that the online jobs that are purchased online in the online shop will have the same process stages. If we go to a job, to the Production tab, we can see we have a drop-down menu with all our processes, and here we select a process, click on Current Process and transfer that to the Current Process field of the job. Here also we can enter production items and log entries. For more details on this tab, you can review the Production tab in the Job Layout video. Once you have job scheduling in place, you can print two types of job schedule report for all jobs that are currently in various processes within your printery. One is the job schedule report, which can be found under the File menu. We select the date range, click OK, and we have all the current jobs and the various stages they're at. can also print a schedule chart. And this has a progress chart of all the jobs currently in progress in the printery. The ones marked in pink are overdue. In other words, the current date is past the date required on the job, and the green ones are within time. On the toolbar there is a job schedule window, which is a list similar to the last report we printed. We can pull out current contract jobs, current in-house jobs, all current jobs, and we can select and modify the production details and log of the job. And this can be set up, this screen, so that users in the printery can only have access to the screen and be able to modify these details. We also have the facility for a job schedule screen. This window can be moved to another monitor connected to the computer. You can place another computer screen in the printery or office so employees can view a continually updated list of the current jobs in their process stages. And if this is positioned on another monitor, you can still use PrintQuote Pro for all its usual functions at the same time. If we go to the Productions tab of PrintQuote Pro Setup, we can set the preferences for this window. The percentage width increase is the percentage increase in width you require for the job schedule window to fill the width of the monitor you are displaying the job schedule window on. The percent height increase is the percentage increase in height you require for the job schedule window to fill the height of the monitor you're displaying the job schedule window on. And the title length is the length of the job name field in the window. The reload time is the time in minutes before the job processes are re-evaluated and the list is updated. If we click on Screen Font, a font dialog box opens so we can change the characteristics of the fonts on the job schedule window. If we click on Late Jobs button, it opens a coloured dialog so we can choose the colour for jobs that are on time, and we can also define custom colours and have a greater range of colours for our selection, and that'll be for the late jobs. The on-time jobs opens a colour dialog so you can choose the colours for the jobs that are on time. Here also you can click on Define Custom Colours and open the Custom Colours window, and again have a larger range of colour choices. Display on job schedule up to job process. In the screen, we have up to completed. We can have processes past that aren't displayed on the screen if we wish, and we can designate what the name of the last column is in the PrintQuote Pro setup. here it's completed. We could have made that dispatch, and then that would have been the last column on the reports and screen. When displaying the job schedule window on another screen, you can set the window number. And this window can be the screen number that you wish to display the window on. The window will automatically center itself on the computer screen, and then once you've done that, you will not be required to drag the job schedule window to another computer screen each time you start PrintQuote Pro. It will appear on the correct screen simply by clicking on the Open Job Schedule Window button on the toolbar, or selecting the Job Schedule Window item on the PrintQuote Pro menu. Once you plug another screen into the computer, you can go to the Screen Management dialog to choose the monitor. And if you have another screen attached, you'll have 1 and 2 here. And you can choose the screen. If you've got more than 2 screens, you can choose the screen you want the window to appear on. And that's the number. You type into the screen number on PrintQuote Pro. If you've set the job schedule window for a larger screen and then disconnect the screen and attempt to open the job schedule window on the screen running PrintQuote Pro, you'll be notified and given the option to return to the default sizing for the window, or just leave it until you attach the other screen. The reason for that is the other screen could be much larger, and if it opened on your laptop or your computer screen, there'd be no buttons visible to close it. And the default button, when clicked, will reset and save the default screen settings for the job schedule window. If the job schedule window is open on another screen, you'll notice that when it opens, a new button with the red cross gives you the option to close the job schedule window, and that will close it while it's being displayed on another machine. You don't have to go to the other machine to close the window. You can do it from the toolbar. And as you'll notice here, the screen automatically scrolls, so that once it's reached the bottom, it'll then start moving back upwards to the top of the list, and it cycles through the list of jobs if the screen isn't large enough to display them all in one go.